Today I'm gonna be giving you my best advice on how to reach Unreal as fast as possible. If you want to skip to a specific part of this video, timestamps are down below, so without wasting any time further, let's get straight into it. When it comes to the best game mode, it's different for everyone. In my personal experience, Souls is the best game mode, but it's probably also the hardest, so if you're really good at Souls, you should definitely run that and it's gonna help you rank up much faster. If not, find some good players to team up with and run duos, trios or squads. If you're not using these loadouts, you should definitely change that, as it will be impacting your gameplay by a huge amount. Of course, some people have different preferences, but if you want to get better and win more games, you should definitely consider using these loadouts. When it comes to shotguns, the pump shotgun is just simply the best shotgun you can use. For the assault rifles, we have many options, first of which is the assault rifle, as you can use it to hit enemies from a long range and it also works well in close fights. At second, we have the heavy assault rifle, which is similar to the normal assault rifle, but deals a bit more damage, but for that, shoots a bit slower and has more bloom. Last but not least, we have my favorite one, the drum gun. With the drum gun, you can hit enemies in mid-range very comfortably, and it is also much better for close range from those two that I mentioned before. Its only weakness is that you can't hit people from long range. That's one of the reasons we have the suppressed sniper rifle in our third slot. Even in Unreal lobbies, people manage to stand still for a huge amount of time, for example when peeking, which leaves them completely open to a sniper shot. With a sniper, you can literally eliminate players that are much better than you without even having to take the risk and fight them. I remember a time I had a golden spaz and a golden scar, which basically guaranteed me the win, and then I got headshot sniped out of nowhere while jumping and sprinting. Also, if you're playing team game modes like those, for example, a quick elimination on an enemy with a sniper is basically leaving your team in a 2v1 situation and you can win that fight much easier. On that slot, you can also be using explosives, which are very OP. At best, either RPG or a grenade launcher. Especially in team modes, if you have many players in your team carrying explosives, even though people will say it's a cringe way to play, and it probably is, it is a very effective way to get kills. When the meta is like this, why would you not take advantage of it? Most of the times I die in arena, it's because I get full spammed with a grenade launcher and either die instantly or lose all my mats and shield. For the next slot, you're definitely looking to have some kind of rotation item like shockwaves, rifts or if possible a grappler. I'll talk about why later on in the video. And in the very last slot, you're looking to have some kind of healing item like minis. The most important thing in ranked for going up ranks is drop spots. I had many people in my Discord server asking me for my drop spots, and I won't give you my drop spots in this video just because they will become over contested. If you're having trouble ranking up, stop hot dropping. You should land at an area that is not widely contested, so you don't get third partied while fighting a person and can loot better for later on in the game. Dying in mid game might be the worst thing that can happen, because you lose points and also lose like 15 minutes of your time, so at that period you should only be taking smart fights. Smart fights are fights that you're most likely to win, for example when you beam the opponent before starting the fight. It is also important that you don't let the fight drag for too long, as you're giving time for other players to third party. The next tip for the mid game, even though I hate to say it, is third partying fights. This basically means joining a fight between other players, as they will be lower HP and or have less mats. To be able to do this, you need to get there as quick as possible, and that's where you use your rotation items like the grappler. Having a grappler will help you reach the exact place where the enemy is boxed or take height if needed. Late game is the stage where people will start boxing up and playing safer. At this stage of the game, it is very important to have a grappler so you can rotate easier and faster while using less mats. When the circle starts getting closer, this is the perfect time to use your grenade launcher if you got one, as you're guaranteed to hit someone, and even if you don't kill them, you will probably get them to be focused and sprayed by the whole lobby. Just be careful so you don't blow yourself up while using the grenade launcher. Now this tip that I'll give you is being used by a lot of pros, which led them to placing greatly in cash cups and FNCSs. So do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button right now. So when the zone starts moving at the very end of the game, you should aim to get height, as it is the most comfortable and game winning position to be in. Make sure you beam the people under you and get as much kills as possible. At this stage, most of it comes down to experience and making the right decision at the right time. Now, you might be wondering, wouldn't I gain ranks faster if I W key, or should I play safer? The answer is simple. You should W key in the lower ranks from bronze to diamond, because you get little to no boost fare, kills give you more points than in the higher ranks, and people are not as good overall. Play for the win in higher ranks, still aim to have kills as they give you the most points, just take a smart approach to the fights. But Chris, what if nothing is working? If you followed all the tips that I gave you and you still can't gain ranks, that means there is something holding you back. To find that out, you need to start VOD reviewing your games. VOD reviewing means that you're basically rewatching your games and trying to find mistakes that you made and aim to correct them. Every pro is doing this as it leads to a more consistent gameplay and less mistakes. Now, this last tip that I'm gonna give you will be a complete game changer and has no way around it. If you want to improve at the game, you need to be putting in the work and not just practice, but practice smart, so you can achieve the best possible results in the least amount of time. To do that, you need to start playing creative modes. I have got 3 maps that will work on your piece control, aim, and fighting. So the first map for piece control will be the Raiders Piece Control Practice Map version 3. I'll put the code on the screen, it's right here, and just go in. So when you're in game, you can just pick whatever gun you want. So for this time, I'm just going to use the blue pump and the scar. And there you have the basic piece control. This is the very easy part of the map, let's say it like this. And then you have this one that I'm gonna recommend you do. And then you just have piece control tunnels. So we're gonna go ahead and just shoot right here. So we get teleported in front of the task. And then you just go here and try piece controlling this dummy right here. So you should make sure that you're not just peeking in front of the dummy, because you're going to get hit. You need to do smart peeks, just like this one. Do peeks from here, then you shoot. You should do it smart, just for example like this, so the dummy doesn't see you and cannot hit you. Then you just peek and kill him. So when you're done with the task, you can just dance and you're gonna be sent back to the main lobby right here. And you can just go ahead and do all these tasks. So we're gonna start with the second one. You can do different types of piece control, for example, you can do these as well. Just try not getting hit by the dummy. So this one I kinda like a lot, because you can just kill this dummy real quick, go down, and kill this one as well. So first you can start off doing it slower, but then get faster. So here, you just build, get down, and just piece control it. Once you do it from the right, and then you do it from the left. Just like that. So the fourth one right here, you just have to drop down and kill this dummy right here. How you do it depends on you. You can just do different types of piece control. So what I like doing is, before I get on ranked or anything like this, I just go on this map and do a couple of these, just to get myself warmed up. So that's basically it for this map. Let's just go on to the next one. So this is the creative map for the aim. So I'm going to go ahead and put the code on the screen right now. So what you should do here, you can do the AR aim. As you can see, you have to just shoot targets from a long range. You can also just go back from 60 meters or 80 meters, or go closer to 20 meters and just shoot the targets. When you're done doing this, you just go to this device right here and click on it. And then you can just do the SMG and air tracking, 1v1 aim duel with bot and things like this. So what I like doing is this one. So for this one, you just switch your shotgun and just hit targets. As you can see, gets automatically reloaded. So what I also like doing here is shoot on the movement mode, and as you can see, if you don't jump, you get hit for a shield, and you just have to dodge these barriers and hit the targets. And just like this, when you're basically done, you just go to this rift to go back. You can just look around to do different tasks. As you can see, this one is for tracking with the SMG, for example. You can also do it with the shotgun or with this car. So you can just go ahead and do all of these if you wish. And we're basically done with this map. So this is basically the finest 1v1 realistic map. So what you do here is just 1v1 people basically. And it's made out to be realistic. Just like in-game. Just go ahead and kill this kid real quick. You can see you have real mats, real guns and stuff like this. And you just have to 1v1 different types of people. I hit my keyboard, that's crazy. Okay, this guy is just not that good, I guess. But what you do is, you just 1v1 people right here. And the good thing is, you can practice different mechanics that you learned before, maybe from the Peace Control map. Because even if you die, you lose no points or things like this. My last tip is to make sure that you're somewhat warmed up before playing ranked. Not playing warmed up was a mistake that I made a ton of times, and I'm telling you, it's not worth it. When you spend 10 minutes to warm up, you can play at your best in ranked and you'll gain ranks much faster. So guys, these are all my tips and tricks that I can give you on how to reach Unreal as fast as possible. If you start implementing these tips and tricks, I can guarantee that you'll reach Unreal. If this video helped you in any way, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you again very soon.